So here I am back in the greenhouse studio just to do some kind of assessments of what's going on, give you a little quick tour of what's growing and what's happening. It's been a bit of a mess in here. There's a little bit of too much dirt on the floor. So I'm gonna need to do some cleaning up. But in the meantime, have a look at what's growing in the greenhouse. So to start with this tray, this has got a lot of our storage onions. They're white and red. I've already come in and did a trim, and it's like it just grows so fast because I had trimmed it down here, and in 2 days it's already up again. This is cantaloupe. This is seeds from cantaloupe from last year. And then if we go over to our light show, I did a transplant of the Suchoys. I want to move them so they are getting better light, so I am going to be moving them to another table. And then this is what I planted yesterday. There is 90 beauties in here, 90 different things. Kept it pretty simple. And then up top, this is one of our big ones, and I'll show you the other ones. Look at these beauties. And these were all just planted February 1st, so 14 days later, and they are just fantastic. I think this is the Sugar Baby watermelons, and they need to be around light. I'm not quite ready to transplant them as they just have their 2 leaves. Peppers from last year, they're all starting to get leaves, and I actually noticed on this one here, we've got some buds happening. So this is very exciting for the peppers to see them coming back to life. Well, some of them, as you can see, those ones we probably don't have. So I do have some peppers coming, some new pepper plants that I have planted for this year as well. I bought this big table, and so this is where we're going to kind of be bringing over those seedlings to let them have a place to grow. And I do have some lights that I'm going to be hanging from there. So that's what we're going to get up to today. So come along and let's see if we can clean this up and get a few things organized. Yay! So there we have some things done in the studio. I'll let you take a peruse here of what I've done. So I have this big clothing bar here, as you can plainly see. And so I've just put it underneath the table so that I could just hang our lights from it. And then that way I'm covering more square footage of these little starters, and I can change the orientation of the rolling bar, and I do have another one of these lights so that as this table gets filled, then I'll probably change it there. But overall, I'm pleased with the changes, and this whole gardening thing has just kind of evolved for me because I am a literal, not green thumb, but trying to learn how to be a green thumb. So last year when I was still teaching, I could only have half of my studio needed to be for the students, and the other half, which ended up becoming more like 2/3 as the plants kept growing. So this year, because I've got this new setup, it's just making it just that much better for me. So adding the extra table for the starts as they're growing, and then my potting table that's here. So I've got this nice little setup here. All my soils and things like that, the different kinds are down below. I'm mixing for when I want to mix moist soil, and then I can still have plants, and these are peppers and eggplant and things like that I brought in, and then all the different kind of yams that we are working at. But I just thought I would take the time while we're here to find a pair of scissors. I just have these little scissors. And then we're gonna just trim these. Boop, boop, boop. And Carolyn from Homesteading Family, you know, she was talking about these, and one of the reasons why you want to do this trim on them and keep trimming them to about 4 inches is that's going to help to strengthen up the bulb. And so that is what I'm doing. And sometimes I come and I pick these and I eat them because then they're just like eating onions. Yum, yum, yum. But it's quite remarkable when you go, I cut these just like yesterday. What do you mean you're already big enough? So we'll see. We'll see if this is the ticket. As I've stated before, you know, onions are not my, not one of the things I successfully grow. So I will, I'm not sure if I will leave those little bits and pieces, but there we've trimmed up our storage onions, and hopefully that's going to help me to have a greater yield of onions this year.